Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special edition. This is for the fans out there. This is Top Bands teaming up with Offlevel Fan Zone. I got in the place the leaders of Offlevel, the Offlevel leaders, the originators of the Rhinos,
Jesus.
who are the best cricket team in the world. I've witnessed it for myself. Have any of you guys ever had Swizzle delivered to you while you field? No, they have. Step your games up. Well, we're not here to talk about cricket. We're here to talk about the upcoming World Cup qualifier, Bermuda versus Jamaica. It's next week, Friday, September the 5th at the National Stadium, the South Field. I got Ziggy and Dan, and I did that wrong, so we're going to do it again. I got Dan and Ziggy.
Hey, there we are.
How you guys doing? Going to start with you, Dan, Mr. Woods, President Woods. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. How are you doing?
I'm great. Really looking forward to next week. World Cup qualifiers. We are 6 games away from possibly going to the World Cup.
Sounds crazy when you put it
in
like
2026. It would be absolutely mental if we went. I went to the Girl Cup. Did you go to the Girl Cup?
I unfortunately didn't make that trip, but I heard great things.
Yeah, I went. New York.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
we was older.
We were there at all 3 games. Absolutely mental, especially in Dallas. But New Jersey was a great vibe. A lot of Bermudians. This is a little different, Zig.
Slightly.
We are at home. We're playing Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
You guys kick off at 4:00. Tell me about what's going on.
All right, so I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to one of our previous fans in, Ultra fans in. Sorry about that, Dan. That's on me.
Yep.
But what you can expect is a lot of activations from OneCom, our lead sponsor. Boris Lightborn are going to have a bar there as well. We're going to have gummies, face painting, food vendor, a bunch of little noise makers, as well as a few other things. Anything I'm missing there, Dan?
DJs, food, plenty of vibes, and we're just rallying the troops, really. There's no other way to put it, but the idea is just basically gear people up. So when by the time we hit that stadium and we get, in our seats, we have all the seats going to be reserved seating on the halfway line of the eastern side of the stadium. And basically our goal is just to fill the players and hype them up and just get them to see what it means to all of us and to just go out there and put on their best performance. So, the players are a big fan of Fan Zone, BFA is a big fan of Fan Zone, Bermuda government's a big fan of Fan Zone. So everyone's trying to get us to really, get behind the players, rally up the troops. And, I was just looking at videos from previous years and I saw a video of you fully. And you're there with the flag, about, so talk to Pork, let's get that 50-foot, 100-foot flag. Let's make it happen. Let's get excited. All right.
Okay, I would just like to go on record to say I know nothing about a 50-foot Bermuda flag. Where it came from, if it was anywhere. But flags are welcome.
Yes.
From what I understand, FIFA regulations are they can't be on metal poles.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just hold them, wave them. We'll find
some workarounds.
But smaller flags, big flags, nobody cares. Bring your own noisemakers. Are air horns allowed? Or
air horns? I mean, we actually was just in the chat today, and I guess you can be first to hear it. But yeah, we've just purchased 100 air horns.
Yep. First come, first serve.
First come, first serve. And we're going to give them out to our team. OneCom have been great. Perfect title sponsor. They're really feeling the vibe of what we're trying to push and promote. And so they're bringing in some noisemakers that are FIFA regulated, within FIFA regulations. So, we're really excited. We're going to make as much noise. And, I'll just be completely frank. We don't want the eastern side of the field and that side of the stadium to feel like, that's Jamaica's home section. We're going up there to shake the table and rattle the cages.
To be clear, the eastern side is which side?
The non-grandstand side.
Frog Lane side.
Frog Lane side, yeah. But yeah, the old side.
Yeah, that's a good point, Zig. There will be, I suspect there will be a lot of Jamaican fans. Obviously, the Jamaican population in Bermuda is ever growing. Shout out to the Jamaican population. We wish you all the best, but we're here to defend our own. We're here to defend the yard.
Exactly.
It's all about the pink and blue. Now, I know the jerseys are out. They're on sale all over the place. Looky, the Pro Shop Sidekicks. The BFA's got some. Will there be jerseys on sale at the Fan Zone?
Yes, there will be, 100%. 100%. And along with some other bits and pieces of merch. We want people to look.
fully immerse
Just,
themselves.
and so even the face painting, fully, I can see it now, right now, half of your face just being like a Bermuda flag or something like that. And the one part that we haven't mentioned, which I think is sort of like one of the best experiences of the entire fan zone, is it's a little different this year because we're at BFA head office on the Clyde Best Center of Excellence. We're in that parking lot right there.
I was just
But
gonna ask.
previous years, we've had the Gumbies lead us in, I guess, to the queue and where we queue and line up. This year, we're going to do something a little bit different, where we're still going to try to captivate that same energy and experience, because it makes the presence felt, right? When you come through the main gates and you got the Gumbies leading you in and the beat of the drum, it really like sells it, and you're just like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is where we are. And the players feel it. They've said it themselves. So we're excited to, share this experience, and we want as many people come out as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I have never played for Bermuda. I think my time, well, maybe in ball hockey I have, but not at National Stadium, unfortunately. Zig, you have played for Rangers out at Southampton Rangers, also one of the formidable grounds on this island. What's it like when the crowd is roaring? I mean, Rangers have had some phenomenal games out there. It's obviously not Bermuda, but the crowd being behind you, cheering you on, really lifts your levels, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of the things where, like, obviously you're very much focused on the game. You're very much focused on the task at hand. But if you can hear those, you have those screams like, let's go, and all those types of things in the back, it really does help. It really does. And sometimes, I don't know if any players would ever admit it, you can hurt certain people. So it's really important as to what we portray and what we put out. There's also something else which Dan hasn't mentioned yet, is we have a few chants that we're trying to have as well. So if we can get everyone on board in the stadium to say these exact chants, it just presents that unified front that, we do have some players who do play professionally in, England and America and Canada and wherever else they're maybe playing. And it's something that it just brings us to that level. And this is a World Cup qualifier. Like, it's nothing to sniff at, right? And as far as I'm concerned, to your point, we do need to defend the yard, and we do need to go out there and put on the best performance that we can.
Yeah, 100%. And I have been a part of the off-level ultra fan zone at the halfway line, National Stadium. It is a good time, even if you're not a fan of football, but you are a Bermudian and you're proud of your country and you want to support your country. This is a great way to experience a football game, especially if you're not somebody that usually goes to football games. I totally encourage you to come out. You'll have a great time. You don't need to drink. If you want to have a drink to take the edge off, obviously we encourage you to drink responsibly. Cheer on the players responsibly. No need for foul language, and Offlevel does not stand for that nor support it, as I'm sure you guys will back up when I give you that chance in a minute. But come out, enjoy the fan zone, ladies and gentlemen, because it is 110% a good time and a Bermudian experience all wrapped up into one. So if you're thinking about it, it only costs you, Dan?
$75, but if you already purchased your ticket, you can get the fan zone experience. You can get the pre-party festivities for $35.
And Zig, it's all kicking off at what time?
4:00.
Might be earlier.
Might be earlier.
Just
And the plan is, right, for everyone to get there. I know most of us have work and things like that, but to come straight from work, come straight to the fan zone, enjoy yourself, and get right in to support the boys.
Wear your jersey to work that day.
There we go.
That's sort of like the mandate that we've been shared from BFA and government, is like, let's make it a day to remember for all. And victory vibes, we're just going to put it out there. Victory vibes will be at Docksiders afterwards, just in traditional level fashion, because why not?
Because why not?
Yeah.
So we will be celebrating our victory next Friday night after Bermuda beat Jamaica at Docksiders with Offlevel. Anything you guys want to say before we go, Zig?
I look forward to seeing everybody, man. This is the one thing that I'm really proud of as we've created Offlevel since 2011. Being able to bring people together, no matter how we do that, is always a plus to me. And it's always someone who, after the fact, who've come to either myself or Daniel or one of the other members of the crew, and they say, I would have never done this if it wasn't for you guys. So I'm really glad that we can put this platform on, and we're looking for another great event.
And that just piggybacks off what I said, folks. If you want to experience a football game and you're not a football goer, a football lover, but you are a prideful, proud Bermudian, what Zig said, just go out and experience the Offlevel Ultra fan zone. It's going to be a good time. President, anything you'd like to say before we go?
I have nothing. I'll just piggyback on sort of what Zig said, and I'm not even going to leave it to just Bermudians. If you're a resident of Bermuda and you've call Bermuda home right now, this is the perfect type of opportunity to really immerse yourself in the culture. We're big fans of football, so as Zig said, this is something that we guys always love to do. And I'm not going to be completely honest. Offlevel hasn't done a lot of events in recent years, but this is the type of event that we would always pop out to make sure we can do, because we're just that passionate about Bermuda Pride, and we just want to bring as many people together to get behind the boys. And next year, if we are taking a crew over to the States, Canada, and Mexico, that's the goal, right?
Sure.
Like so
Sure.
let's get them there, huh? Like, just everyone, come on, come on.
Yeah, someone get Bermuda Air on the fin.
Well, absolutely. Sign me up if we go to the World Cup. Did the Gold Cup, never done a World Cup, doing it, supporting your home country would be absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
And people got to realize, like when we play Jamaica, they have 65,000 people trying to play striker.
Right.
We have 65,000 men, women, and children. So that just goes to show you, folks. Obviously, Jamaica's 3.5 million.
Mhm.
So not as big, but still a much larger population with a few more professionals. But one thing you can't teach or coach is heart and desire. And we're asking you to come support the Ultra Fan Zone put on by Offlevel next week, Friday, so you can help those players get that little bit more heart, that little bit more desire, because they'll want to do it for you. So shout out to One Communications, shout out to Boroughs, shout out to the Ministry of Tourism, shout out to the BFA. All these guys sponsoring the Offlevel Ultra Fan Zone next Friday night, 4:00-ish until about 6 when you'll march to the field. Thank you, Zig. Thank you, Dan, for joining us. We look forward to seeing you guys over at the Clyde Best Center of Excellence. Wear your jerseys next week, Friday, to work, folks. And do remember, drink responsibly, have a good time, and we'll see you there.
Thanks for having me.